Fiona Dukelow and I work at the School of Applied Social Studies at University College Cork in Ireland. And today I'm looking at the impact of the programme for financial assistance that was agreed between Ireland, the EU and the IMF and in place between 2010 and 2013. In particular, I'm looking at the impact of the programme on social policy and welfare state reforms in Ireland. And to do that, I go backwards a little and look at Ireland's response to its economic crisis. Ireland basically had one of the most severe economic crises beginning in 2008 and probably the most severe banking crisis within the European Union. And its response could be said not so much to enact a major transformation of economic policy, but to reinforce the existing economic paradigm. So what we see prior to the programme are efforts to implement austerity, which was worth about 9% of GDP. So when the programme was introduced in Ireland, what we see are further austerity measures of approximately another 9 to 10% of GDP. And essentially the heightened intervention of external actors from the EU and the IMF to Ireland didn't represent a step change in Ireland's response to its crisis. In particular, I'm looking at the areas of taxation policy and social protection policy, and in both of those areas what we see are an effort to restore Ireland's economic paradigm, and that is to maintain its competitive low tax regime and its liberal market economy. And what we see then in terms of taxation is an effort to maintain limits to tax increases, and on the social protection side we see much deeper efforts to reform the system and align it more closely with Ireland's economic model. And Ireland completed its programme in late 2013, and it's generally been hailed as a success, and in 2014 we see a return to economic growth, which is seen as a validation of the concept of growth-friendly fiscal consolidation. However, I suggest that we also need to look at the social costs of the crisis and austerity, which Ireland's economic model seems ill-equipped to deal with.